Dear Sarah Gilbert and dear Ivo Dalde, dear friends at the Chicago Council on Global Affairs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you so much to the Chicago Council for awarding me the 2023 Global Leadership Award, but also for being such a strong advocate of closer ties between the United States and its global partners. I remember very well, dear Ivo, your time as the US ambassador to NATO and your staunch support for stronger coordination between the European Union and our North American allies. You have contributed to bringing the two shores of the Atlantic closer. And you have carried on with this mission at the Chicago Council with a clear focus on rebuilding alliances with America's long-standing partners. Thank you so much for that and for this honor. At the beginning of my mandate at the European Commission, transatlantic relations were in troubled waters, with trade disputes between old friends and like-minded democratic partners. It just wasn't right. But in these 4 years, we have turned the tide. And today, transatlantic cooperation is more intense than any other time in our recent history. Since Russian tanks rolled into Ukraine, attacking the most basic and sacred rules of our international system, America and Europe have stood side by side. We have put sweeping sanctions in place, and we have empowered Ukraine's brave resistance. Once again, we are together on the same side of the table and on the right side of history. And this is true on all the most crucial issues we are currently facing. I think, for instance, how to engage China, to de-risk, not decouple, our economic relationship with Beijing. Last week, the EU-US summit in Washington marked a new milestone in this new era of our friendship. Europe and America are now joining forces on some of the most critical issues of our times. For instance, we're working together to decarbonize the production of steel. That is one of the most polluting industrial sectors. But also to de-risk global supply chains for the critical minerals that we all need for the clean transition. This is good news for America and for Europe, because we are strengthening our clean industrial base on both sides of the Atlantic. But it is good news also for the global fight against climate change, because we are working with our partners all across the world to invest in their own clean industries and in climate action. This is exactly the approach that you celebrate today with these Global Leadership Awards. What Europe and the United States are doing is to join forces and build global coalitions for collective action on critical global issues. This is the great power of the transatlantic partnership. Together, we can deliver prosperity for our people and progress for the world. So let me thank the Chicago Council on Global Affairs for constantly advocating an outward-looking America. Thank you for being independent and non-partisan, but never neutral when it comes to values. I want to wish you all a great evening, and thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for the great honor of this award.